Namaste everyone. I'm Shruti Tiwari from Supergrads CAT. I welcome you all to the biggest learnings from CAT 2024. And why am I here? Why we are here for big learnings? Because I feel as a teacher that experience is a tough teacher and it puts you on test and then gives you lessons. And that's what we are here for. We have taken CAT 2024. We all have gone through that experience. For some, it was bitter. For some, it was sour. But for many of us, it was really, really enthusiastic. It was full of positive energy. We all are optimistic and hopeful about good results because the entire CAT was full of surprises, full of welcoming things, which we all really appreciated. So let's one by one go through these things. Although we have discussed a lot of detailed analysis we have done after the CAT, all right, even the moment we were out of the exam center, we had that fresh analysis for you. But now, after 2, 3 days, we are here with a little, we are all settled up, and now we are, thinking about it, ruminating about it. थोड़ा सा, जुगाली हो चुकी है. Now we are with a few more, lessons to uh, to share with you. But definitely, the response sheet आएगी, and then we'll understand the level of accuracy and where we went wrong and what all mistakes we did. Then obviously it will be a wholesome, lesson. But here we have these first-hand, learnings from the VARC section of CAT 2024. Let's begin. You all know that the entire section on all three slots, it was the same pattern and it was the same syllabus, that is 4 RCs with 4 questions each, overall 16 questions, 3 para summary, 3 para completion, and 2 questions which were TETA, that is type in the answer, which were odd one out. So not much big a trouble here. So what were the surprise elements as far as CAT 24 is concerned? So the surprise element, obviously the overall pattern had changed. All right. Till now it was all starting with 4 RCs with 16 questions and then VA 8 questions. But this time they have changed the pattern and it is basically a reshuffling of kind of few questions of VA, maybe couple of para summary and para completion questions, and then RC, then probably an odd one out question followed by RC. So there was a shuffling of the section, which was welcoming for most of us because reading 4 RCs is a tedious task. And then, moving from here to there might have killed the time. But then this small change has led to a little distraction in few candidates. After the exam, they shared that they weren't very comfortable with this. They expected to do 20 minutes of RC and then 10, 15 minutes of VA. But with this shuffling, their entire strategy was, sabotaged and they were feeling that level of anxiety. But if you ask me, I feel that it was a welcoming change because it was giving me those few, moments of relaxation after a lengthy RC. I was getting few minutes of VA questions and then followed by RC. So it was really, really nice and I enjoyed it. The best part was that para jumbles, which were TETA and which were the most, troublesome part of VRC, were absent, absolutely done away with. And it was very, very nice. Everyone was really, happy with that because they were TETA questions. Obviously, we weren't ready to leave them, and that was not suggested as well. But it was time consuming because there were 24 variations possible, jigsaw puzzle kind of, and then even if you have pairs in hand, the sequencing was a trouble. So it was quite, a task and challenging task, I would say. So it's good that Cat was really, fed up of it and done away with that. I won't say fed up of, but then yes, done away with that because it was really troublesome. So that was good. Everyone appreciated this. Only two type in the answer questions were there in VRC. That were the odd one out questions. So Okay, but odd one out were really, really tough ones. I mean, there was a sense of ambiguity in them. It was not very easy to identify. Even if you have identified three sentences which were pairing, two sentences were really giving you that tough call. All right. Then RCs were interesting and doable. uh, I would say that this is really really welcoming. Everyone is happy about it. That CAT ने इस बार abstract RCs, philosophy, psychology, वो वाले RCs बिल्कुल भी नहीं पूछे हैं. There were no RCs on archaeology and all that stuff, which were technical in their context. All right, the RCs were doable, they were interesting reads. And if you ask me, in all the three slots, I found that there was at least one theme, or even in my slot, there were two themes which were a repetition from PYQs, mostly 2023, themes. For example, there was a Netflix RC in slot one, which was again a repetition from CAT 2023. In my slot two, there was this European colonizers and the business of spices, all right, which was again a repetition of nutmeg crisis from 2023. So there were a lot of RCs which were repetition from the 2023 and other, CAT PYQs. So that was really, really nice. It was very comforting while you were taking the CAT. So these were good surprises, welcoming surprises. So, what are the basic learning from VARC section as per the 2024, CAT is concerned? Well, I could boil down to these three things. That CAT is largely testing you on your comfort in embracing changes. You all know that CAT is all about unpredictability. It is all about change. The only constant thing or something which is sure about CAT is that it is going to change pattern, change question variety, change level of difficulty. Anything could be done, but this time the change was really welcoming. It was really, really comforting. I appreciated that. Then they are actually testing you for your comfort with reading. And not just reading, but reading from a variety of topics because the passages were a good mix of interesting reads, but they were from variety of themes. They have done away with all those obsolete themes of philosophy and psychology, but definitely they are testing you on your reading from the international magazines, Aeon essays, and typically the sources were repeated. All right. I'll be taking this in depth when response sheet is out and the RC are out. Then probably I'll be sharing you the details of the sources. But a first-hand experience is that the sources are repetitive. Then focus in depth while comprehending and analyzing the questions. None of the questions, even if I talk about DILR and quants, none of the questions were really, straightforward. You require a little level of analysis and understanding before you really get to solve it, whether it is VARC, DILR, or quants. So this is something which they are testing you on. All right. So these are the don'ts. That means you could avoid doing these things when you are preparing for CAT 2025 and also for the omits or other management entrance exams which are lined up. All right, CAT is now over, but we have ZAT in hand, we have SNAP in hand, and we also have NMAT. So things which you should keep in mind now after having this experience of CAT. All right, first one is that don't underestimate the change and unpredictability of pattern. So this is something which you should embrace, you should be ready with. Even in that, I would expect certain changes like they have done away with the essay writing, part of their exam. So there are certain changes which you are expecting this year. Then again, I would certainly say as a VARC expert that you should not underestimate the regular reading habit. If you are regularly reading from here and there, tidbits and small articles and essays, then it is going to be really a cakewalk for you. Then PYQs. The importance of previous year questions in your preparation is a must. You should not underestimate that most of the students who were relying only on giving mocks, and especially those students who were relying on mocks which weren't, related or relevant to the previous year questions of CAT. They were giving variety of questions which were unduly heavy on their level of difficulty, or maybe certain kind of questions. So they were always under this demotivation or depression that mocks में तो score ही नहीं आ रहा, mocks में तो score ही नहीं आ रहा. And when they came out of the exam center, they were like really, really surprised to see that the entire CAT VARC section, there was none of the questions which were out of context or anything like, the question variety which was not even able to understand. There was nothing like that. So again, the learning is that you should rely on PYQs, solving PYQs and mocks which are more in line with or sync with the PYQs will be better for you. So same thing applies to that even. So my suggestion is take mocks which are more in line with the PYQs rather than going for those established brands which are giving you unduly hi-fi level of difficulties. Then I would say that you shouldn't waste time on solving this, what I've already covered, that you should not waste time in solving very new variety, unique variety, out of the world context variety or level of difficulty. These are not going to help you at all. They're only demotivating factors. So avoid doing that. Then you should not underestimate the physicals of the exam center. That is something which everyone has shared with me, all my students. And obviously, yes, throughout the exam, if there were troubles with the physicals in the exam center, like the screen wasn't clear or the watermark was there, while you were reading, so that the legibility was not very fine, clear, the screen was not very clear, then certain examination centers, even the sitting arrangement was not proper. The invigilators were very immature. They were not very good, nicely trained. So they were disturbing a lot of candidates. So these physicals really mattered. And so it is important that you don't take mocks in the cozy corner of your study room or your house wherein no one is disturbing you, because that's not what is going to happen in the exam center. Whatever center you are allotted, all right? So when you go there, you will find all these physicals which might hamper your performance. So it's very, very important that you go to those exam centers and experience that. Most of our students at Supergrads CAT have experience taking mocks in the actual exam centers in those slots. So they were undergoing that kind of pressure, that kind of disturbing, and the initial disturbances. So they were attuned to that and they were unaffected by that. So this is something which is very, very important. And last but not the least, this is something which we have been telling you time and again, that you should not ignore your biological clock. So whatever is your exam slot, for example, when you are taking your NMAT or your SNAP or ZAT, you should relate your, sleeping and waking time, your breakfast and lunch time, and your study hours according to what is your exam. For example, if you are preparing for ZAT now, you should be sitting for at least 3 hours because it is a 3 hours test. Yes. So your focus should not be disturbed when you are taking this exam. So it is very, very important that you practice according to what is expected out of you in this exam. At least 120 to 180 minutes of sitting. One sitting is required. So you should understand how to relax in between, how to move in the exam. The entire pattern of the exam should be clearly, clear in front of you so that you are able to perform really well. All right. So these physicals also matter a lot. So do not underestimate them. So last but not the least, if you are done with your CAT, if it was a good experience, you are positive about your scores now, because these your response sheet will be out in a day or two, maybe a couple of days more. So you'll be able to understand as to what score you are getting. But anyways, if it is good, then also you'll have to prepare for your GDs and your interviews, group activities, planning for your B school, interviews. So you should be thinking about joining AdmitSure, because we have a good history of getting the candidates selected in their respective B schools. And if it was not a very good performance in CAT, you have your omits aligned. We have got boot camps for NMAT and SNAP. We have got classes for ZAT preparation. So I welcome you all to join our series for ZAT as well as series for our SNAP and NMAT. So do visit our website, do visit our channel, and do subscribe and like our channel if you have been helped by these series. Because in CAT, our catathons, our live CAT solving have really helped many candidates across the country. And so I expect that you must be aware of these series now, and you should be in line and in sync with our preparation going on. It is going to add really more preparation to your efforts. So I'm waiting for you, and let's meet in the boot camps now. All right, bye. Namaste.
Hi everyone, welcome to Supergrads. So CAT exam is done, analysis is done, cutoff scores done from 4 5 different sources, whichever says the best for us, right? मैं बात करने आया हूँ ओवरऑल कैट DILR 2024 के बारे में कि what were the biggest learning. So let's go to that. So सबसे पहले let's talk about the difficulty level. So as per CAT 2023 and before that, if we talk about the difficulty level of CAT 2024, it was on much easier side, right? अगर हम स्लॉट वन की बात करें तो स्लॉट वन में ओवरऑल जो लेवल था दैट वाज मॉडरेट, वन इजी सेट, तीन मॉडरेट सेट और वन डिफिकल्ट सेट. स्लॉट टू की अगर हम बात करें, एक ओवरऑल जो लेवल था दैट वाज आल्सो मॉडरेट एंड देयर वर वन इजी सेट, फोर मॉडरेट सेट. स्लॉट थ्री में overall level was easy to moderate. Reason being, there was only one set. The AC temperature one was kind of on difficult side. That was also considered as moderate. And there were three easy sets. One of the set was completely calculation based. Like if you are expert in using calculator, or if you are good with approximation, that one DI sets, that one set based on DI was nothing but simple calculation, है ना. फिर ओवरऑल अगर हम बात करें कि कैट 2024 का क्या था लेवल, तो इट वाज इजी टू मॉडरेट, है ना. एवरी बिफोर दैट जो लेवल था कहीं ना कहीं लोग मॉडरेट टू डिफिकल्ट की बातें किया करते थे, बट इस ईयर इट वाज इजी टू मॉडरेट. अच्छा, कौन कौन से टॉपिक्स कवर हुए? अच्छा, पहली बार मैंने अपने एक्सपीरियंस में ऐसा देखा कि इतने सारे टॉपिक्स, इतने सारे फेमिलियर चैप्टर से थे, है ना. लाइक टेबल्स वाज देयर, बार ग्राफ वाज देयर, लाइन ग्राफ वाज देयर, कैंडल स्टिक ग्राफ. ये थोड़ा सा नया था लोगों का, बट सुपर ग्रैड्स कैट में जो हमने मॉक्स दिए थे, जो सुपर कैट्स थे, उसमें हमने ऑलरेडी कैंडल स्टिक ग्राफ की प्रैक्टिस करवाई थी स्टूडेंट्स को. देन कम्स क्वांट बेस्ड रीजनिंग, कैलकुलेशन बेस्ड. स्लॉट थ्री का एक कैलकुलेशन बेस्ड पूरा का पूरा. वेन डायग्राम वाज देयर, गेम्स एंड टूर्नामेंट्स वाज देयर, रेटिंग्स सेट वाज देयर, रूट एंड नेटवर्क. एक सेट मीन मीडियन मोड पे भी था, जो कि लास्ट ईयर मीन मीडियन मोड पे दो सेट आए थे, है ना. दो अलग अलग स्लॉट में दो सेट आए थे मीन मीडियन मोड पे, वो फिर से इस साल आया. फिर एक ग्रिड अरेंजमेंट थी, एंड देन एक सेट था बेस्ड कैसलेट पे, कंप्लीटली परसेंटेज टॉपिक पे. सो ये सारे टॉपिक्स तो ऑलमोस्ट सारे ही टॉपिक्स कवर हो गए, इक्का दुक्का छोड़ के, जैसे कि सिलेक्शंस हो गया, या बाइनरी लॉजिक हो गया, क्यूब्स हो गया. सो यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम दीज टॉपिक्स नेक्स्ट ईयर, राइट. तो क्या लर्निंग है, क्या है बिगेस्ट लर्निंग कैट 2024 की? तो सबसे पहले आते हैं लेवल पे. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे होते हैं जो मिडवे गिव अप कर देते हैं. जिस तरह के सेट्स प्रैक्टिस करते हैं वो मॉक्स में या फिर बुक से कहीं भी, या जो क्लास में करवाए जाते हैं, बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं जो गिव अप कर देते हैं। तो इस बार की कहानी कुछ और थी। मैंने हमेशा ये स्टूडेंट्स को बताया है कि लास्ट डे तक प्रिपरेशन का रंग कुछ अलग ही आता है। तो वो चीज इस बार काफी अच्छे से सामने आई है कि लास्ट तक अगर आपने प्रिपरेशन किए हैं तो इट वाज नॉट डिफिकल्ट टू सॉल्व 3 आउट ऑफ 5 DILR सेट्स इन कैट 2024 किसी भी स्लॉट में, है ना। दूसरी चीज, रेलेवेंट कंटेंट, है ना। सिर्फ एक बुक आपने पकड़ ली, कोई भी मार्केट में जो पॉपुलर बुक है, या किसी भी इधर से उधर से आपने रिसोर्स जुगाड़ कर ली और उसे सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, नो, इससे काम नहीं होने वाला है। काम किससे होगा? जो रेलेवेंट आपको कंटेंट प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, चेक करो कि कहाँ के क्वेश्चन सबसे ज्यादा मैच कर रहे हैं, है ना। कहाँ पे इन सब पे बेस्ड प्रैक्टिस करवाई गई थी, बुक्स में, चाहे मॉक्स में, राइट। सो ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आपकी जो प्रैक्टिस है वो सही सोर्स से हो। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, जो स्कैनिंग था, जो स्ट्रैटेजी थी कि DILR पूरा क्वेश्चन पेपर देख के आपको चूज करना है कि कौन से सेट्स करने हैं। तो लास्ट ईयर या उससे पहले तो 4 ही सेट के ऑप्शन थे, इस बार 5 सेट्स थे, तो ऑप्शंस ज्यादा थे चूज करने के। तो वो चीज और भी काम आई। तो स्टार्ट के 5-6 मिनट्स में काफी इजीली सेट समझ में आ रहे थे कि कौन से सेट करने हैं, कौन से सेट नहीं करने, राइट। तो वो भी एक बहुत ही काम की चीज थी। तो जो बिगेस्ट लर्निंग है वो क्या है? फर्स्ट थिंग, डोंट गिव अप टिल लास्ट डे, कीप प्रैक्टिसिंग। सेकंड, रेलेवेंट कंटेंट। एंड थर्ड, स्ट्रैटेजी एंड अप्रोच। स्ट्रैटेजी और अप्रोच पे टिके रहना है। नाउ इसके बाद व्हाट्स नेक्स्ट, है ना। देखो कैसे ये बंदा कंफ्यूज है, आई एम श्योर काफी लोग ऐसे ही कंफ्यूज होंगे कि व्हाट्स नेक्स्ट। तो अभी भी कुछ अच्छे एग्जाम्स बाकी हैं, है ना, ऑमेट्स के, जैसे कि स्नैप हो गया, एनमैट हो गया, जैट हो गया, सीमैट हो गया। इस बार तो सीमैट काफी जल्दी हो रहा है। तो ये सारे एग्जाम्स अभी भी बाकी हैं। एंड टेल यू व्हाट, इन सारे एग्जाम्स से रिलेटेड सेशंस हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पे होने वाले हैं, है ना, इन सारे से रिलेटेड। एंड सीमैट बेस्ड एक अलग, एक पूरा का पूरा अलग कोर्स भी हम डिजाइन करने वाले हैं। सो जस्ट गो टू toprankers.com एंड यू कैन चेक इट। ठीक है। सो जैसा भी आपका कैट गया है अच्छा गया है, बहुत अच्छी बात है। नहीं अच्छा गया है, फोकस जो भी एग्जाम्स आने वाले हैं, ठीक है। एंड फॉर दैट, इफ यू लाइक अपडेट्स ऑन डेली बेसिस, you can join our telegram channel, super grads cat by top rankers, or just you can scan this QR code और आप टॉप रैंकर्स के टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे पहुंच जाओगे कैट के। इसमें डेली बेसिस पे आपको सारे अपडेट्स मिलेंगे, एज यू कैन सी ऑल द फ्री रिसोर्सेज, टिप्स एंड स्ट्रैटेजी, बी स्कूल एंड एग्जाम अपडेट्स, रेगुलर क्विजेस, क्वेश्चंस ऑन डेली बेसिस, PYQs, इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स, सब कुछ। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, जो भी हम यूट्यूब पे सेशन करने वाले हैं उन सब के अपडेट्स यहाँ पे आपको मिलेंगे। यू डोंट नीड टू गो एनीवेयर। ऑलराइट, सो with that I am going to leave, okay, and I will say all the best for all the upcoming exams.
Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you on the platform of Top Rankers. Today, we are here to discuss what are the biggest learning from this year CAT. Almost a week or maybe a 10 days have passed. So, what are the key learnings what we can take from this year CAT? One of the thing which everyone knows or which you knows as well, ki, this year it was not as difficult as it was in 2023. Majority of the topics, the question from majority of the topics were easy to moderate level only. So let's discuss the entire thing in a point-wise manner. So here we are. I've taken all the shift as easy to moderate only, but since it's examination, so we can categorize them moderate only because in the exam pressure, nothing is that easy. कभी कभी तो हम प्लस माइनस में ही गलती करते हैं in the examination, so we can categorize this year CAT QA section as moderate. I'm very I'm very specifically saying tough questions were not at all there. Majority of the question was falling either in the easy category or in the moderate doable category, provided the time is there. Okay, so the people those who haven't faced the time crisis uh, could have attempted the majority of the problems. Not very difficult problems were not absent. Few questions were there, like 3 to 4 questions per shift, which you can categorize कि नहीं यहाँ से तो सर छोड़ना था, इससे निकलना था, because it was extremely difficult. It was not possible to do this question in the examination hall in the exam pressure. So these kind of questions were few only, two, three, four. Otherwise, whatever the questions you are picking, you can crack them. So based apart from topic, if I talk about ki what are the topics covered, the good thing this year was ki topics were uniformly distributed. You name the topic and the problem from that topic was there. Whether we start from percentages, ratios, SICI, profit and loss, averages, mixture allocation, replacement, each and every topic was there with uniform distribution, like one odd question from each and every fair. So 9 to 10 questions were already from 9 to 10 questions were already from our your favorite arithmetic with uniform distribution. So if you were not good at one of the topic, also not a worry because remaining things are there for you. If I talk about algebra, algebra again, algebraic identities whose use I was telling from the last year as well कि algebraic identities को avoid मत करना. Algebraic identities, third indices, log, a combination of their interdependency. It was huge in number. It was good in number. Quadratic equation plus function, one of the question in my shift, and I've also seen other combination of quadratic equation with functions, some function individual question, number of one two functions, something like it. So algebra, definitely 6 to 7 questions were present in almost every shift. Okay. So in almost every shift, algebra ke 6 7 questions are there. If I come to geometry, again, majority triangles, circles, some polygons, for example, octagon was there, and different polygons. Uh, Straightforward question, majority of them demanding some calculation. That is why I very clearly mentioned कि with 2D mensuration. बिकॉज सर्कल की प्रॉपर्टी पता है लेकिन उसका एरिया पूछा गया है सेक्टर ऑफ अ सर्कल काटना है उसमें से एक ट्राइंगल को माइनस करना है रिमेनिंग पार्ट बताना है तो द मेंसुरेशन पार्ट ऑफ द ज्योमेट्रिक प्रॉपर्टीज सर्कल की प्रॉपर्टी भी अप्लाई होगी टू फाइंड आउट द एंगल और उसके बाद फिर एरिया पैरामीटर निकालने के लिए कुछ प्लस माइनस करना पड़ेगा सो दिस इज द जोन ऑफ द ज्योमेट्री दिस ईयर अगेन वेरी डूएबल you can pick 2 out of 3 questions and crack them you can pick 3 out of 3 questions and crack them परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन कंपैरेटिवली इजी गाइस है ना आसान था वही वन ऑट क्वेश्चन इन एवरी शिफ्ट not very difficult comparatively easy on the similar lines as the last year previous year papers the people those who have done the last year previous year papers have advantage a lot in majority of the topics okay questions were exactly on the similar lines what it is used to be in previous years. Okay, what are the biggest learning? One of the point which I've mentioned over here is कि as the topics are uniformly distributed, make sure guys for the remaining examinations of this year, if you are preparing, then prepare all the topics till the fundamental level. This is this is true for next year CAT aspirant as well. कि किसी भी टॉपिक के LOD 3 में जाने से पहले लेवल ऑफ डिफिकल्टी 3 की प्रॉब्लम्स प्रिपेयर करने से पहले एक बार मेक श्योर कर लें कि आपके सभी टॉपिक फंडामेंटल लेवल तक क्लियर हैं यू वोंट बिलीव गाइज अगर किसी ने LOD 3 प्रॉब्लम्स इस बार बिल्कुल भी नहीं बनाई थी सिर्फ इजी टू मॉडरेट 50 50 100 100 क्वेश्चन की प्रैक्टिस करके कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्लैरिटी के साथ भी एग्जाम हॉल में बैठा होगा he would have definitely scored 99 plus percentile because LOD 3 very high difficult questions were not there The majority of the question was what we used to study in our class one, class two, class three, when we read the topic, when we read the topic. Okay. So सबसे पहले तो सभी टॉपिक फंडामेंटल लेवल तक क्लियर होने चाहिए बिफोर डूइंग द LOD 3 फॉर योर सेटिस्फेक्शन की यार ये मुझे बहुत मजा आ रहा है TSD की हाई फाई डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम्स बनाने में, फंक्शन की हाई फाई डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम्स बनाने में आप इतने ज्यादा उलझ गए कि बेसिक ही किसी के कवर नहीं किए. इट शुड नॉट हैपन. वर्क ऑन द, ये एक बड़ा पॉइंटर है कि भाई still the cat was easy but you will find lot of people, a certain section of students जो फिर भी उतना अच्छा नहीं कर पाए as per the expectation. What was the reason? Speed की कमी. uh, मतलब how can you even in this paper if you have attempted 7 8 problems उसमें से भी एक दो गलत हो ही जाते हैं एग्जाम प्रेशर में. तो this is not because of the difficulty level, or this is not because of the you are not prepared or you are not aware of the topic. It is because of the speed. मतलब हम इतना खो जा रहे हैं प्रॉब्लम्स में, इजी प्रॉब्लम पर भी उसको मार्क करके कॉन्फिडेंस आगे बढ़ने का नहीं आ रहा है. दिस शोज द लैक ऑफ प्रैक्टिस, दिस शोज द लैक ऑफ स्पीड. सो मेक श्योर कि फॉर द नेक्स्ट ईयर कैट और फॉर द रिमेनिंग एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ दिस ईयर, कि अगर मैं नेक्स्ट ईयर कैट की बात करूं तो अगर आप 10 या 12 क्वेश्चन के इफेक्टिव मार्क्स चाहते हैं तो 13 14 आपको अटेम्प्ट करने पड़ेंगे. तो दैट स्पीड शुड बी देयर, दैट एक्यूरेसी शुड बी देयर, दैट कॉन्फिडेंस शुड बी देयर. ओके, आई हैव डन इट. नाउ इट इज नॉट अबाउट कि ओके बार बार जाके देखना उसको कि व्हाट आई हैव डन. किया है, किया है. रिमेंबर सम स्टैंडर्ड रिजल्ट्स गाइस, या रिमेंबर सम स्टैंडर्ड रिजल्ट्स. एवरी टॉपिक हैव सम स्टैंडर्ड रिजल्ट्स जो कि पढ़ाते हुए हम लोग बताते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल का इन रेडियस p प्लस बी माइनस एच बाई टू, राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल का सर्कम रेडियस h बाई टू, दे वर डायरेक्टली एप्लीकेबल. कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट में टाइम टेकन बाय द प्रिंसिपल टू गेट डबल 72 by r%. Okay, these results were directly applicable, and it was not in one or two, it was in 10 to 12 question. Time difference formula, what I used to tell, speed वाला, कि 6 किलोमीटर ज्यादा से ज्यादा 40 मिनट कम लगते हैं, 6 से जम जाता है तो 40 मिनट ज्यादा लगते हैं. डायरेक्ट टाइम डिफरेंस फॉर्मूला इज देयर, डायरेक्टली एप्लीकेबल. मेक गुड नोट्स, write down all these important standard results, important formulas, because this year you have find 10 12, next year you are also going to find at least 6 7 questions directly on these. Okay, मतलब predictability, unpredictability is definitely there, but हमें तो यही सोचना पड़ेगा ना कि there is a role of these standard result, standard formulas, we cannot deny it. Yeah. So these are the few points which I want to discuss at this moment of time with you, है ना. सबसे पहले व्हाट नेक्स्ट. अभी तो नेक्स्ट तो क्या ही है कि भाई प्रिपेयर करो. जस्ट अ पेपर इज ओवर, majority of the papers are still left. Snap is there, NMAT is there, XZT is there, MyCat is there, CMAT is there. Just work over these things, है ना. कैसे prioritize the exam. If you have the NMAT after 10 days, do the previous year papers and the related content of NMAT for these 10 days. It is going to benefit you in the SNAP as well. But for these 10 days, you're doing NMAT specific content. When the SNAP is again after 7 days, you are doing the SNAP specific content. It is going to benefit you in all the upcoming examinations, but it is going to maximize your score in the SNAP. Once the snap and mat is over, you're going to do the Z specific content, the previous year papers, the decision making, whatever extra you need to do. It is going to give you advantage in the upcoming examinations, but majority आप अपना बेस्ट दे पाओगे Z में. Once that is over, फिर हम CNET के लिए पढ़ लेंगे and different other examinations, है ना. So just remember, अभी सिर्फ एक ही एग्जाम हुआ है. Sometimes हमको ऐसा लगता है कैट इज ओवर देन एवरीथिंग इज ओवर, बट इट इज नॉट द केस, है ना. Still you can make up to a very good institute based on your good performance in the upcoming examination. This is the connection. If you want to connect with the with us, you can connect with us on the Telegram for daily free resources, tips and strategy, exam updates, guys, है ना. कभी कभी हम भूल जाते हैं, कॉलेजेस के बारे में भूल जाते हैं, एग्जाम अपडेट्स के बारे में भूल जाते हैं, रेगुलर क्विजेस, PYQs and what not. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this session. It is based on what are the biggest learnings, what are the biggest takeaways from this year CAT. You can connect with us on any of the social media platform. Till then, take care of yourself. Have a great time. See you in the upcoming sessions. There is going to be a lot of sessions lined up, guys. So keep following us. Till then, take care of yourself. Have a great time.